Hey, Mark here. Today I'm going to show you how to edit your website with the Divi Visual Builder, and also how to edit your events in the event calendar. First thing you want to do is log in to your website. Then you will be taken to a page like this, the dashboard in WordPress. If you have the event calendar on the side here, this is where you would look at your events. You get your posts, you get your pages. Those are kind of the three main things to edit in your website. We will jump right into, this is the event calendar we're going to be covering today on how to add events, edit events. You can duplicate other events and add venues and reuse things. So the first thing to do when you're in your dashboard is you click on events. You'll see all the events that are in here, and you can actually, if you're using another event, say you're gonna do another paint out in the future, you can actually duplicate this and it'll pull in all the information that you currently have, and you can change the date. So there's two ways to do it. You can click add new event and start from scratch. It would look like this. You add the title, description, the date and time here, the venue. We already have some venues put in, so you can just click on one of those and it'll pull in the address for that location. You can add a new one also. Then we have the show a map and a map link on there. There's other parts you can put in here. We're leaving that blank. You can do cost for events. You can set a featured image over here, and that will be the image that shows when you roll your mouse over on the event in the calendar. We also have event categories. You'll want to select this if it's in a certain category. And we have some custom code that applies. If we look at the events here, the colors, so it'll apply the color for the event. Go back into here, you can see these are the events, and depending which one we choose, we'll auto apply that color for that type of event. You can also, when you're on the live calendar, you can switch between list view, month view, and day view. We're just gonna leave on month for now. Go back in here. So once we add a title, description, and then the date, you would just hit publish, the blue button here, and that will make it live to the event calendar. I'm going to go back to the actual events here. We're not going to do that. And I'm going to show you how to duplicate. So we have another paint out, let's say coming up in the future for June or July. You can actually roll your mouse over the title, click on duplicate this, and then you'll see that it created a duplicate. It's called a draft. So it's not public yet, it's just saved here. You can go into edit, and then here we can change the description that's going on. We can also add different things for the description here and the title. We put in the date and time, we can change that. If the venue changed, you can change that also in the category. That way it saves you a little time, so you don't have to go in and redo everything from scratch. And then when you want to go live, you just hit publish, or if you're not ready to make it live, you can hit save draft. There also is a preview button. You click preview, you can see what it looks like. That's how to do that. Let's jump into venues. Let's see here, we got tags, we're not doing that. We got event categories. So we have some of these set up already. You can see what which ones are in events already. If you click on the, you can create a new event here if you need to. Otherwise, you can see the group paint events. If you click on the 7, it will show you those there. Event categories, we got a couple here. You can also see the same, oh, that's what we just did. The venues, you can see which ones we have in there. You can also add new venues. You can edit them if there's something we need to put in there that's different. Right now we just have the title and the address. And that's kind of the main items. Let's jump out here. That's for events. So we went over all that. The next thing I'm going to show you, so say you want to update something on this page. In the Divi builder, you just click on the page you want, you'll see that you have a black bar here when you're logged into the website. You click Enable Visual Builder. This is going to make the page editable, and you can see what you're doing on the front end. So this is a great way. Not a web designer, you can get in there, you can update text or photos without having to know a whole lot of coding once the site is set up. Sometimes a visual builder doesn't display it exactly how it looks, but it should be pretty close. You'll see this top green edit header. This you'll want to leave alone. If it's green, has a green line that goes around with the box, that means it's global. So if you change anything here, it's going to change it across the whole site, not just this page. I would just leave the navigation as it is. But if you want to come in, say you want to change out one of these photos, you just roll your mouse over, get the gray gear icon, click on that. You'll see the image pop up here. You can click on the image, and then it's going to load all the images that are in the media folder already. So you can select a different one. Say you want to use this tractor. You click on that, and you click Upload Image, and then it's going to switch it out. It's not going to save it. You have to click this little green checkbox here to save it. And then you're going to have to click the little purple, I'll show it again, the 3 dots here. And once I hit save here, then it goes live to the website so anybody can see. So when you're editing, just remember always when you close out a box, you'll hit that. I'm going to hit the X, and you'll see it goes back to the old image. So I'm not saving it. And if you do forget to hit the purple to like save your edits on this page, it should auto remind you when you go to exit the visual builder. It'll say, are you sure you want to leave without saving? But remember, you hit the purple, hit save, and then it goes live. So each section kind of works the same way. You can come in here, you roll your mouse over the text if you want to change something. So if I want to change this title, you hit the little gear icon. You can change the heading title right there. And then you'll hit the green checkbox. And then you'll hit this purple, open up, and hit green there to save. Same thing with text. If you need to save, say you go down here, you'll see the styling. This is actually a slider, so it doesn't look the same it does on the site, but say you needed to update the text here. You click the gear icon here. It's going to open up, display this. It's kind of like a text editor for like Microsoft Word. You can copy and paste in. One thing to remember, if you are using a Word document editor, Google Docs or Microsoft Word, and you paste it in through the visual tab here, it sometimes will pull over the styling and the code, which can make it look a little funny on the front end. So if you are copy and pasting from a document editor, I usually put it in the text editor view, and that will just bring it in straight as text. There won't be any code. As you can see, if I flip back to the text editor here, if you ever see this way, you can see that it has some HTML coding here, and that's just to make the text bold around experience that you're seeing there. And this is the code to lay that image up here. So usually when you're editing though, you will just edit it right in the visual builder. That just keeps it easy. You don't see any of the code. Say you want to create a link here. How we did that is you just type it out, and then you can highlight what you want to make the link. Come up here, hit the little insert link, and you would paste the URL here and hit OK. If you're going off-site to another site, you want to make sure you target a new window so the user doesn't leave your website. It'll open a new tab, and you would save that. Here's all your other tools here to do bold text, italicized, bullets, those type of things you can do in here. And then you just save that. I'm not going to save. And then you would also remember to hit the purple dots and hit green box save here, and that will save that page. So that's just a quick overview how to use the visual builder on a page. All the settings are the same on all the pages. Again, the green stuff, you don't want to mess with the green items, the footer down here, because that'll change across all pages. Generally, you're just going to be editing the body section of each page. So when you're done with the page, you hit Exit Visual Builder. You get this pop-up because it says, are you sure you want to leave? Because I was changing things. I'm going to say discard and exit because I am not saving anything today. And now you're back on the front end, what the site looks like. And so then you would navigate to the next page. If you needed to edit something on another page, you click on that page, it'll load. And then you can go to Enable Visual Builder and go through the same steps again. And then you'll be able to save out items on that page. All right, I hope that video was helpful. If it was, leave comments down below on YouTube here, or tell us about projects that you're working on. All right, thank you.